I don't know what you was gonna talk about something else today. But what you lot
China's went straight to 2019.
Is the that thing about what's it called though?
The rapper.
The Meghan thing.
That. So you got Meghan Markle about they're back
Man
in
was talking about
Tussauds.
The Man in Tussauds,
Yeah. But then after the donor thing.
Oh yeah.
What? No, so explain that, because I think that's worth talking about as well, 100%.
So there's a deadline, basically, and obviously because today is today, people who see it today are not going to see it today, but tomorrow is the deadline. It says, a reminder to all residents in the UK, you are now automatically on the organ donation register. If you don't opt out, your organs and tissues are now the property of the UK government after death from spring 2020. But you can easily opt out, though, it says. But it's the deadline tomorrow.
Let's say someone that has no internet, can't do none of that. Let's say their data run out.
Library.
And they're not seeing this. No, but let's say, let's say for example,
Average Joe.
My internet ran out. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. How dare you? Like, what do you do after that? They're saying, no, you belong to me after you die.
You're taking that mad serious like that last bit. That got you in that last bit.
You belong to the UK.
But I guess, like, obviously, there's two ways of it. I watch a lot of movies, so I'm very, very, like, superstitious at times. Even though I don't think I am, but again, let's go back to my goal, is that I have to really, like, evaluate myself. But I do feel like I am quite superstitious at times. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually true. Like, what if it's another iRobot thing? Or what if it's a this, what if it's a that? Like, they can do this. Like, we think there's no secret society. We think that there's no... Do you know what I mean? Like, we're so used to just, like, you know, going about and doing our 9 to 5, not realising that there's actually some deep stuff going on.
100%.
So the fact that you want me, like, don't get me wrong, and then on the flip side, I would love to give away my organs. There's someone out there who needs my lung or needs, like, a liver. I would love to do that. I'd help someone. That makes me happy. But at the same time, it's like, you belong, like, the UK government. Like, you know, the way you've put it now, you've just made me think now there's an ulterior motive and stuff. Yeah. So I do see where you're coming from. However, spiritually, though, our spirit's elsewhere.
Yeah, come on.
God, like, but I'm thinking now, like, how does that work? Like, I die, he's got a good heart, good lungs. Let's just, you know, like, you gut a chicken.
Yeah.
You tell him you're going to gut me, sew me back up,
and
then just put my empty body.
So you didn't know that they do that? So for example, let's say for example, if you're like, say for example, if you're on a sick bed and you're, if you're on a life support machine, and they're not, you know what, you're not going to make it, we're going to switch it off. There's a form that, you know, your loved ones have to sign. And on that part of that form will be like, can I take your organs? But what they've done now, because even like, for example, on your driving license, everyone's got a driving license, There's a part on your driving license form, where it says, if you do pass away in a car accident, can I take your organs?
Bloody hell.
So you had to have a ticket, or if you ticked it, you opt out. I can't remember which one it was, because I did mine years ago. I can't remember which it was. But the same thing was up. But now what they're saying though, because what they were saying is that people were saying before is that it's against their human rights. So if for example I die suddenly, I can't have a choice.
Right.
So what they're saying now is, okay, let's change it. Everybody automatically, I think maybe up until this point, which is today, what is it today? The 8th?
10th?
9th.
The 9th, yeah. So you lot are watching. So up until the 9th, they're saying everybody is automatically opted in.
Right.
Yeah. And if you die, if you want to opt out where they don't take your organs or your tissues, you have to then obviously register and let them know. So if you pass away, they don't take it.
What are you going to do with my tissues?
So everyone born
what are you going to do with my tissue?
Yeah, but they can use people's tissues and that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You could do like, there's like genetic research and all of them.
Yeah. They want to do research and stuff like that.
Like what? What do you mean
genetic research? They try to make another Kion? Remember, I said this already. Like,
you said that, yeah.
Anyone
a clone.
It's dangerous now. Like, I'm just looking at some of these channels.
They're not taking your DNA though, you know, your organs. Remember, let's say for example, I died on impact because I snapped my neck in a car accident. My organs are still working.
Hearts, you know,
things it's all still working. So I'm saying to you, obviously, remember the neck's connected to the other parts of the body. That's how you die. But your brain can still work, your heart, your lungs, especially your kidneys, things like that where people need kidney transports, stuff like that. They can still use it. So you know, I don't mind people using mine, like, because sometimes people don't even get buried with those stuff anyway.
Some people get cremated.
People get cremated as well, yeah.
What? like I know like there's the process of like you having to pay for the slot that you get buried in. You have to pay for the casket. You have to pay
the ground,
for the tombstone head.
Don't forget, we've got death insurance, you know. Life insurance.
Death insurance, you know.
Not everyone has life insurance though.
Have you got it?
I haven't done it, no.
Have you got it?
I think so, you know. Because the place I work, innit, that type of perks, mad perks. Yeah.
Automatic life
Yeah.
Because I know because when I used to do teaching, there was it was basically part of your pension where it says that if you died being part of the workforce, they would pay out 4 times your annual salary, I believe it was.
Wow.
But I don't believe that. I don't know if that's all professions.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not doing that anymore, but I've got life insurance anyway. And I advise everybody to get life insurance.
Especially at the age.
Gangbangers, drug dealers, rather than your mum's struggling to pay for the funeral or crowdfunding or GoFundMe. Listen, surely get life insurance for £7 a month. There you go. They get like a nice little $100.
You have to 100 what? 100
yeah. Life insurance is like that, you know. It's
100 rats, did you say?
Bro, it depends on... So basically, the way life insurance works, yeah, is that you say to them how much you want to get. You say to them how much... Remember, they're going to take your age, innit? And they may ask you, like, your health conditions, do you smoke, stuff like that. But generally, they'll be like, okay, cool. How much do you want at the end? Or how much do you want your loved ones to have? So they'll say, okay, if you got a house, how much is the mortgage? Okay, cool. If you on your death, would you want them to pay off the house? Stuff like that. So if you say, okay, cool, I want a 200 grand life insurance. So then we say, okay, that might be like £9 a month. So basically, if you lived up until that age, they would obviously have made their money back. But obviously, if you don't, they still pay out. That's how it works. So let's say, for example, you can easily get a 50 grand life insurance and then pay, I don't know how much that would be, £4 maybe, I don't know. But it's not, people don't, I think in our community, we don't do that enough. And we don't talk about it enough.
We don't talk about these things enough.
We don't talk about things and we need to. Yeah. And I remember watching something and it made me realise, and obviously having my son as well made me realise, I need to do this. You know what I'm saying to you? Because the burden of the funerals, they're expensive. They're genuine. Unless you got like a rich family member or whatever. But I've heard stories that people haven't buried their loved ones for months.
Or they've had
because they just left it in the fridge basically with the funeral director because they can't afford it. Funerals are expensive.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. All these gangbangers, all of that stuff. You're living that life, yeah. Listen, your money that you're making, surely you can just get like a £7-10 life insurance.
But don't they look into your like your income or anything like that?
Not really.
They don't do that.
Not really. Because remember, it was £10. You could be on benefits and pay that. You know what I'm saying to you? Universal credit or whatever. You know what I'm saying to you? So I advise people, everyone should get it because I'm saying you can set up, okay, this is what I want at the end. So even if you haven't got a house to pay for, at least let it cover your funeral, let your mum go on a cruise so she can just chill out after.
It's
real talk though.
It's
real talk because when I see those things like this guy got stabbed or he got shot and then the parents are now crowdfunding or GoFundMe for the funeral. £3,000. I know we say £3,000 is a lot of money, but it is a lot of money, but
for a funeral.
But if you had life insurance for £7 a month, for example,
you could get 50 grand. Like
you see what I'm saying to you? That's nothing.
Jeez, I'm about to open one up.
That's nothing. And even like another thing is the will. People think wills are only for if you have houses and assets to give to. No, it could be like, okay, cool. Where I want my car to go to. The one I have right now. It might be a banger, but where do I want it to go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you. Or it could be
banger, what the hell?
Oh, say again?
Your car in the
No. But they don't know what car I've got. But it could be anything though. That's what I'm saying to you. Or where do I want my possessions to go?
Yeah.
Or pay off my thing was I've got phone contract. Just pay it off. Pay it off or not pay it off, but obviously inform them or who's in charge to inform them. Because the thing about as well, if I've got like, for example, would I want, if God forbid, if I passed away tomorrow, would I want all that stress on my wife to deal with? Probably not. Simply because you're dealing with it, you can't fathom your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you just think about it, because when you pass, you got to let them know, and then they would be like, okay, cool. They're thinking about where's the money going, where's this, if you've got property, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to deal with. And then remember, you've got to plan the funeral. And then you've got a million people calling you saying, condolences. When is it happening? When's that? How you feeling? Should I bring around food?
You could go into depression because you know what I mean?
100%. So if you just, all right, cool. In my will, it says, all right, cool. I want brother so-and-so to deal with it because he's in that field or he's good at accounting or whatever, I don't know. That takes away the pressure from your loved one or whatever. So will, life insurance, guys, do it.
Snap.
Serious.
The bombs. What is it that you talking about before?
Organ donor, yeah.
Transfer bank cards.
Say again?
Transfer bank cards.
Yeah.
Look into that.
The transfer, the credit card, the balance transfer credit cards. Yeah, but yeah, 100%, man. I think everyone should do it, man. Especially us young people, man. Can we go as well? If you did it now, Yeah, you're what, 22?
21.
Oh, this guy is like getting younger, man. 21, you know. So imagine if you did it now, and then you live to 70.
Yeah,
bro. How much your life insurance should be, bro, for your kids? Think about it, so your kids. That means your kids are set up, bro.
That's it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and that's what.
That's their uni paid for, their
is.
yard paid for, everything. Because all those years you've been paying for life insurance. So when they pay out 700 bags, bro, that's crazy, bro. Or whatever it may be at that time. And it goes up and it changes and stuff like that as well. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, people don't think about it. And this is what I'm saying about us people. We don't. That's how.
Because we're not taught these things, and that's why.
Yeah, we're not taught these things, and then we don't have these conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you, like, we don't have these conversations. Someone passes and like, all right, cool.
Pythagoras and all them things.
Yeah,
that's what we taught.
Yeah, but even as a community though, we don't talk about these things though. Like we don't. Sometimes as well, like I remember like speaking to my other family members, like older family members, and they try to avoid it, and I'm like, I'll be honest with you, that's not really the smart thing to do, to avoid the conversation, because you're avoiding the inevitable. Yeah. You are going to pass, let's be honest. Like, I know, auntie, you don't want to think about that, but you are going to pass. Yeah. What's going to happen though? What's going to happen? Because
a lot of people don't want to think about death.
They don't want to think about that death. Yeah, they don't want to think about what's scared. Like, and I feel like as well, I can't remember the saying, but I think something in the Caribbean culture is like, if you talk about it, like you're going to bring it upon yourself. Listen, God is in control. So, you know what I'm saying? God is in control. So, if you talk about it at 20, it doesn't mean you're going to die at 20. You can still die at 70 or whenever. It doesn't make sense to you. And we need to be, we need these conversations, especially for our kids as well.
I'm trying my hardest not to get into the other topic, about the dying. Like, how on it. No, but I think it's mad though, because even like talking about death, like what's your lot's outlook on death? Would you lot say your outlook on death has changed since you got saved, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Serious? Yeah, you told me yours.
Yeah.
Yours is.
I think I remember you saying.
Yeah. I used to be absolutely petrified, because when I was I think we were 14. Like my friend, someone, not like my friend, but someone who I knew and was very close in my circle, she got hit and ran. She got hit by a car and died, and the person ran. And there's just people that I've known who've passed, innit, growing up. So for me, it's like, how can it be so close to home? So I'm always like, my days, and not even just because of those situations, but I've personally felt like, in my soul, this is before I'm getting, like, in my soul, I was like, I'm not going to live until a certain age. Do you know how deep that is? That's deep. Like, I genuinely felt like, I don't think I want to, but I just feel like it's round the corner. And I don't know why I used to feel like that, but I did. And then I just feel like on my days, like, could it happen now? Can it happen now? Well, how is it going to happen? Like, it's deep. And then I got saved. And then when I got saved, I was like, cool, I believe that, Jesus is my Lord and Saviour. And however and whenever I do die, I know I'm going somewhere else. And I feel that was the main thing, is that I actually didn't understand my purpose in life, and two, where I was going after. A lot of the time, when you don't have any like belief, or you don't understand your meaning of your life, you're like, okay, all you fear is the worst part, which is death. But it's actually not the worst, it's the best part, because you go to see your Lord and Saviour. Yes. But me realising that after I'm getting saved, that's why it went. But for those who still have maybe that fear or don't know Jesus, it's, you got to get over the fact that you got to get over that fear. It's going to happen, and it is something that you have to face. But don't be fearful of it, because, it's a part of life, and that's just the circle of it. Circle of life. And that's just what it is.